Hey guys, thank you for checking out our video. My name's Sean Elders and this is Pinnacle Combat Arts. Like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell so you can be notified every time we get a new video. Today we're going to be working on boxing and the light footwork and how important it is to adapt. Let's get started. So I'm going to go over some basic footwork with you. My student Lennon is going to demonstrate a lot of this for you today. He is going to be doing light footwork and he will show you, and we'll go through it step by step. So the first one I'm gonna have you guys do is you're just in a fighting stance. First one will be rock and shuffle. So rock and shuffle helps disperse your balance and your weight distribution back and forth. Okay, here we go. And left side. Back to right side. Okay, then you're going to form back with the front foot. Switch to the other side. Okay, right and left. Switch to the other side. All right, time. The light footwork helps you dictate the range, distance, timing, everything. It helps put you in the place where you need to be. So he's going to be working his footwork, okay? So for instance, if he's rock and shuffle, okay, even just a basic me throwing a jab at him like this helps set him up and get himself moving, okay? So we have you going straight back, just like this, okay? Okay, we could do side to side, so he can move out of the way, get a little bit closer. Yep, boom, okay? So he can use his footwork and he can use his head, his body mechanics to get out of the way, you see? So I'm good at doing that, and this sets that up, okay? That's important, okay? Now, the same thing, so when he does forward and back, okay, he can move back and then come back with a jab, boom. See that? So one and go, one and go, one and go, one and go. See? Yeah, change up the timing a little bit, and that set him up. Okay, so then we could do ones going to the side. So if he goes to the side, that front foot helps dictate, helps move him to the right or left if he needs to. Okay, so if I go like this, yeah, yeah. So yep, and so timing, placement with your feet. This is why jump rope is important. Okay, now you're gonna do an overhand. Bam, yep, bam, yep. Okay, so that's a setup. These are different types of setups that you can do to set you up to get you where you need to be. Okay, so it's the same thing on the other side. He can go on this side, and he goes this way, and then he does a hook. Let's do a hook, yep, lead hook. Yep, so he's moving around, boom, bam, bam. Okay, just like that. The adaptability of light footwork is key, okay? Especially when we're talking about boxing, kickboxing, and any kind of hand striking. Once you lose mobility, you lose the ability to adapt. The only time you start to not have light footwork is when you engage tightly in either trapping range or clinch, and also throws. Those are the only times when you're not going to be doing light footwork. But the key element to this is that you have to keep in mind is that we have to know how to fight in every single range. Kicking range, punching range, trapping and clinch range, takedowns, and grappling on the ground. You have to know how to fight in all these different ranges to be a complete fighter. If you're not able to fight in one of these ranges, then you're missing out, and you're missing an ability that you will need to have if you ever got into a violent altercation, okay? You need to understand that. You also need to understand context, okay? Depending on the type of environment and the type of terrain that you're on will also dictate the type of footwork and if you would to use light footwork in it, okay? So for instance, in Piquita Tertia, you are solid on the ground because the terrain may be rocky and slippery and you cannot even rotate. He does, Tuhan Liaga does not even want you to rotate when you do motions with your feet. You can rotate with your hips, but not with your feet. But in other terrains, you can do so because it's concrete terrain, okay? So it all is dictated on the type of terrain that you fight in, okay? So you could say, well, my teacher says this, my teacher says that. Well, you need to learn the history of the art that you're learning so that you can then understand better why they do what they do. All of it is so important for you to understand. You need to know the history of what you're studying and why you do what you do. In my opinion, you need to be able to be versatile, just like a black spec ops needs to be able to survive in any type of terrain. It's the same thing with combat. When you learn combat, you need to know how to fight in each type of terrain. And so this type of footwork is based on something where you're on concrete, where you're on even ground. That is very important before we get started with anything, any aspect of this, okay? But the idea is you first have to start off by making sure that you have light footwork, that you work it. You got to get a lot of time in just doing the basic footwork of rock and shuffle, just going back and forth, okay? Forward and back, okay? Side to side, just like that. All those movements play a very important role in how you are able to move, adapt, set up your attacks, okay? Set up your defense to attacks. That plays all a very important role in what we do here. Hope you guys liked it. Comment down below. I'll see you guys next time. Go to our website, pinnaclecombatarts.com. There you can find out more about what I do and the classes that I provide. Thank you guys so much for your support and have a great day.